You swear to affirm to the testimonies that you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So there you go.
I am. I do.
Thank you. And if you'll please state and spell your name for the record.
Norma J. Patton, Norma J. Patton.
Ms. Patton?
Yes, sir.
Tell the court, where were you living in the 1990s?
1990,
Yes, 1990s, that area.
Locust Grove.
All right. And were you married?
Yes, sir.
Who were you married to?
Carl M. Patton Jr.
All right. How many years were you guys married?
We were married 56 years, 6 months, and 8 days.
Okay. Did you and your husband have any children?
Yes, sir.
How many children did you have?
We had 2 girls.
What were their names?
Tina Mae was the oldest, and Melissa Dawn.
Okay. And where did you raise your 2 children? Where did you raise your 2 children?
Between Ellenwood and Locust Grove.
Okay. And how the age range between the 2?
7 years.
Okay. And did Melissa and Tina, did all of you guys grow up in the same household?
Yes.
All right. Do you know the name Christopher Wolfenbarger?
Yes.
How do you know that name?
Melissa started seeing him when she got into high school.
Okay. And was this at the beginning of high school, middle, end of high school?
Freshman year.
All right. How did you come to find out about that relationship?
When she met him, she started running away to be with him.
And what about that instance? How did you find out about it?
Well, she would not come home from school, and I would try to find her and turn her in as a runaway when I wasn't able to find her.
Okay. And prior to her starting high school, was that happening?
No, sir.
All right. And during that period, how would you describe the relationship between yourself, Tina Patton, and Melissa Patton?
Tina Mae and I have not been close. Melissa is the one that I bonded with more so than Tina Mae.
And what do you mean by that?
Melissa was my baby.
Okay. What were some of the differences between how your interaction with Melissa and Tina how would that differ?
Well, the difference with Tina Mae, she would get mad when she wouldn't get her way, so she would run away.
Okay. And what about Melissa?
Melissa, we didn't have that issue. We just, until she met Chris.
Okay. Did you know of Christopher Wolfenbarger prior to that time?
No, sir.
All right. And what were your feelings at that time about the defendant and your daughter seeing each other?
I didn't want them seeing each other because I felt she was too young.
Okay. And were you able, did you express that to your daughter?
Yes.
Did that have any effect when you expressed that to her?
Well, she just kept running away. You know, she didn't.
Okay. And at any point, do you recall their relationship becoming particularly serious?
Yes, I got worried about it after they, the first runaway, not so much, but after she kept running away, then I determined that I felt like I needed to put her on birth control.
Okay.
So I put her on birth control.
All right. And can you tell the court what you recall after that?
I tried my best to keep them separated, and I don't. I would watch her take the birth control pill, and I thought she was taking them, but come to find out she was not taking them.
Okay. And do you recall if your daughter conceived a child at any point?
Yes, she did.
And at what point, if she's in high school and she's talking about her starting high school, how soon after that does this happen?
Pretty well. I found out before Christmas that she was pregnant.
Okay. Do you recall how old she was at that time?
No.
Was she at a point where she was a senior and ready to graduate from high school?
She was not a senior.
Okay. Was it at a point where she had just started high school and say she was a freshman?
Yes.
Okay. So closer to the beginning of high school, is that the best of your recollection?
Yes.
All right. And your recollection is that she got pregnant during that period?
Right.
And do you recall the grandchild that she got pregnant with?
Yes. Christina.
Okay. And is that Christina Wolfenbarger?
Yes, it's Christina Marie.
Okay. All right. And what happened after Melissa got pregnant?
After she got pregnant in February, her and Chris got married.
Okay.
Because she was pregnant. Did not need my signature because she was pregnant. So that was just.
Was Melissa living with you up to that time when she got pregnant?
Yes, she was.
All right. And who all was living in the house at that time?
Carl, myself, and Melissa.
Okay. And at that time, we're talking about going into high school and when she meets the defendant. What was the relationship with Carl Patton and Melissa, your daughter?
They had a very good relationship. He would take her fishing. He took her on fishing on one episode, and he had caught a turtle, and he started pulling the turtle in the boat, and she about got out of the boat and was trying to get away from the turtle. And
Okay.
he brought the turtle home.
All right. And after your daughter got married, did she continue to live in your residence, or did she move out?
No, the day that she got married, it's the day she moved out.
Okay. And where did she move to?
She moved to East Point. I don't remember the street that they lived on.
Okay. And is this a residence that you visited after she moved?
Only one time.
Okay. And why was that only one time?
It just, they didn't stay there that long.
Do you recall if your daughter Melissa conceived another child with the defendant?
Yes,
And what child was that?
that would be Joseph Allen Zander.
And are you able to tell the jury how many years apart between Christina and Joey?
Christina was born in August the 15th, and Joey was 1995, and Joey was born July 5th of 1996.
Okay, so right
It was
there.
not even a year.
All right. And your grandchildren are born, there's 95, 96. Are you spending time periodically, frequently? Are you spending time with your grandchildren during that period?
During that period, Melissa, when she would get a chance, she would bring Christina basically to my house. Whenever she had the opportunity to have a way to get down there.
Okay. And orient us to what year this would be, best you can.
She came to the house kind of early 96 when she found out she was pregnant with Joey. Her and Christina, and she sat on the couch and told me that she was pregnant. But prior to her coming, I had gotten home and had a letter from her where she wrote a letter because I wasn't home.
Okay.
And to tell me that she was pregnant. So when she actually came, I already knew that she was pregnant.
All right. Now you said whenever she would get a chance. So we're talking about that 1996. Think about that year. Give us an estimate as to how many times she would have come over and you would have seen her and say Chrissy during that period.
I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times, I guess.
Okay. All right. And is that spread out during that period of the year?
Yes.
Okay. And when she comes over, is she coming over by herself and the daughter, or is Chris and the defendant?
Usually it was just her and Christina.
Okay. And does that continue into the next year, 1997?
1997, really didn't see her that much. In 1996, before Christmas, she actually lived with me, with her and Joey. But
Okay. And then,
for a couple months.
okay, so and that was in Christmas of 96?
That early, before Christmas, yeah.
Okay. And do you recall why that happened?
Because she had been arrested for car theft.
Okay. So she got arrested for car theft, and you're keeping the grandkids for 2 months.
She came to stay with me with the grandbabies, yes.
Okay. And during that period, what's your relationship with your grandchildren?
It was fabulous. She got a job. During that probably about 3 months that she was there, she got a job at a place in McDonough that did computer parts. So she was working and taking care of the babies.
Okay. Did you see your daughter in 1998?
1998, I saw her November 9th, 1998. It was the last time I saw her.
Oh, the last time you saw her. Okay. All right. Now, are you familiar with where your daughter was working during this period? You said the computer place. Was she working anywhere else?
To my knowledge, she was working on and off at Waffle House.
All right. Okay. Now, I want to turn your attention to the year 1998. Did you have an opportunity to see Christina in and around, say, the July or August period of 1998?
No, I did not.
Okay. During that period of 1998, do you recall seeing any injuries or bruising on the person of your daughter, Melissa Wolfenbarger?
When I saw Melissa in the summer of 1998, When I saw her, she had on long sleeves and blue jeans, and it was like July and August.
Okay. So I want to make sure that we're on the same page here. So you're saying that it's not 88, you're saying in July of 1998, you saw your daughter Melissa?
Yes,
All right. Were you able to observe any bruising or marks or abrasions on your daughter at that time?
I did not, because she had on long sleeves and blue jeans.
Okay. Did your daughter tell you about anything that happened? Your Honor has previously ruled on this matter.
Overruled.
Did your daughter tell you about anything that occurred in that month of July?
No.
Okay.
What?
Let
Wait.
me ask you this.
Objection? Okay, never mind. Withdrawn. Go ahead.
Okay.
Were you aware of an arrest that occurred on the defendant, Christopher Wolfenbarger, in July of 1998?
Yes,
Okay. Are you aware of why that arrest occurred?
because he had knocked her down and dragged her along the sidewalk.
Okay. Now, I want to make sure that we're talking about information that you are getting from the right source. Where do you get that information?
From Melissa.
Okay. And when did she tell you that?
And when me and her dad came and picked her up from where they were living on Brookline Street.
Okay.
When we took her back to the house, and I saw the abrasions on her backside. Her dad did not see those abrasions.
Okay. And when you say abrasions, what do you mean by that?
Her whole backside was skin up, like she'd been drug along the sidewalk.
So was that consistent with what she told you about being dragged?
Yes,
Did you see scrapes, redness, or blood when you
Yes.
observed that?
yes.
And if you could stand up and just, well, I'm not going to have you stand up. But when you say it around her back, how large, if you could just demonstrate, how large of an injury would you say you just
I'd
demonstrate?
say
it was?
probably something along that line.
Okay, all right. And did Melissa tell you who was responsible for that?
Chris,
And do you see the person that she was speaking of in court today?
I can't see him, no.
Okay,
The screens are blocking him.
I see. Okay. Are you able to stand up? Okay.
Yes, I see him.
All right, and you can sit down. Thank you. You tell the court what the defendant is wearing?
He's wearing a blue suit.
All right. What happened after you observed those abrasions?
Well, we, because his mother had custody of Christina and Joey, we went through the Henry County process, and Melissa got the kid, both children, and they lived with me.
Okay.
For about till they went to court
Okay.
on the abuse.
And were you present in court on that date?
I was.
And was the defendant present in court that date?
Yes, he was.
Do you recall what date that was?
No, my mind is just, I'm getting a little frazzled. July 29th, I think,
Okay. And that would have been July 29th of...
1998.
Okay, all right. Do you know if the case went forward that date?
No, it did not,
And why did not? Why didn't it?
because Christopher asked the judge to let him speak to Melissa alone,
Okay,
and the judge allowed it.
all right. And after that, what happened to that case?
Melissa left with Chris. I went to daycare and picked up Christina and Joey because I was the only one that could pick them up. And I met with Kathy Wolfenbarger and handed the kids over to her
Okay.
because Melissa was going home with Chris.
Mr. Fawcett?
Yes.
I was trying to find sort of a natural stopping point, and this is the best one I could find so far. For just a moment, Ms. Patton. So it's about 1:15, ladies and gentlemen. As promised, I'm going to break for lunch now until 2:15. So you are excused for lunch, and then we'll be back in here at 2:15, okay? Thank you.